Hello, and thank you for joining me for my conversation about Nitan Pandao episode 9, the second to last episode. And wow, this episode was big and emotional. uh, as always, if you'd like to join my conversation, leave me a comment in the comment section, as well as we'll go on. Yeah, leave a comment in the comment section and leave me a like if you'd like to. I have probably more notes from this episode than any of the other ones, so I'll first talk about, I guess, really quickly, try to go through what happened in the episode, share my thoughts about it, and then go through my favorite quotes. The episode begins with Torfan and Pupa in a flashback on the hill. Torfan's kind of revealing that she likes him, and he seems to have kind of tried to reject her, but she told him, wait until I come back. Fortunately, she dies and doesn't come back, so he can't tell her what he thought either way. And then we leave the flashback, and Pupa is getting taken to the hospital. He got shot by the bullet in the last episode, and they removed the bullet, and finally he's okay. Then Tien talks to him while he's pretending to sleep, and tells him pretty much everything that happened, and he realized everything. Well, I mean, I think he heard it all. It implies that he did, but it's not for certain. And then when he gets back to his hospital room that he's staying in, his father's there, and he tells his father that he's gonna stay. His father doesn't seem super happy about it. And then he goes and talks to Pupa, finds him in a wheelchair. Pupa tells him to forgive himself and stop blaming himself for what happened to Torfan. He says he still feels guilty, and like no matter what good things he does, he's just gonna still feel guilty about it. And then after they had that touching moment, they ruin it because he sees Pupa talking to his father, and his father says thanks for everything you've done for his son or whatever, and offers to give him advancements or whatever he wants for helping out. And so Pupa and Tien have a couple of fights about it. Pupa thinks that it'll make it easier for Tien to go home, as his father had asked him to, if he tells him to go home in a rude way. And so I guess that's his way of caring for him. But then Pupa talks to the doctor and about Tien's father, and the doctor tells him that he deserves to have happiness too. And he should make the choice that would make him happy and not push him away. But Pupa says he's going to do it anyway. So Pupa comes to school the next day, and Tien tells kind of a mean story about him. And so Pupa tells him, pack your stuff, you're going home New Year's Eve. And then Pupa says, well, I just want to know, did you do this because you wanted to help me out, or were you just doing this because my father asked you to? And because Tien was, I guess, being a little bit mean and implying that he was only doing it for money, Pupa decides to just say, yes, I just did this so I could get an advancement from you, from your father. And I don't think he means it. I mean, I know he doesn't mean it. He just says it because he knows that it'll make it easier for Tien to leave if he's mad at him, like he'd been talking about with the doctor. And then the village has some celebrations to say goodbye for him. He talks to the doctor, and the doctor tells him that, Pupa only said those mean things because he knows it'll make it easier for you to leave, and he has his reasons, and I guess wants you to leave. And so the doctor told him, go see him and talk to him, because I guess the doctor doesn't want him to leave, but knows that Pupa really wants him to leave. But he doesn't want him to leave thinking Pupa hates him, like Pupa wanted him to. So he went to see Pupa, and Pupa, he's like, I want you to tell me how you feel. And Pupa says, I guess, first he's like, no, that's not going to make anything better. But then he makes him say, well, all right, fine. If you promise that you'll leave no matter what I say, then I will tell you how I feel. And then the day for him to leave, the New Year's celebration comes, and then he goes to the hill and to count the stars for Torfan. And then Pupa meets him there, and then Pupa tells him to leave, and instead of basing his life on other people, to do what he wants to for once. And so some of my thoughts on this episode were, I think that Pupa was telling Torfan that he didn't like how his mother had to worry, and so I think maybe he thinks he's saving Tien from a life of worry. But it makes me kind of sad because in a couple of previous episodes, Tien was told by Pupa about how lonely Pupa said he felt. So it seems pretty sad that Pupa wants to give up everything to everybody else, but doesn't want to be happy himself, or thinks it's more important for other people to leave and not be burdened by him. But I think in pushing someone away to protect them isn't really protecting them, because it's not giving them a say in what they're doing. And that's my biggest problem about what they're all doing by kind of forcing Tien to go home, even though I don't think he wants to. So I think what's going to happen, since Tien is told by Pupa to live his own life, I think Tien's going to go. He's going to eventually realize that he wants to be with Pupa, and then he's going to come back and find him. So let me know what your predictions are. That's my prediction for what I think will happen. All right, so now to the quotes. The quotes that I really liked. First one was by Tien. He said, I'm sorry that you got hurt because of me. That's what he told Pupa when he was pretending to be unconscious in his bed. And finally, once he's at the bench talking to Pupa, Pupa says, did you know how dangerous it was? Because he's kind of like chewing him out for going into the woods. And then Tien says, I knew you would save me. And I thought that was kind of cute, so I wrote that down. And then Tien also has a line where he says, if something were to happen to you, how would I live? And so he's kind of saying, yeah, I get it. I know that was dangerous. It was stupid. I won't do it again. And then Pupa has supper with the village leader. And the village leader gives a really good line. And this is it. Tien was saying about how sorry he was and how he didn't think he could make up for it. And the village leader said, do you know what is harder than apologizing? It's forgiveness, especially learning to forgive yourself, because only you can tell yourself to do something. And so he's kind of just telling him, like, you've got to forgive yourself, but only you can make the decision to do that. So I think you should do it. All right, and then Pupa, when he's explaining why he was being mean, he said, if I told him nicely, he wouldn't leave easily. And then the doctor says, so you decide to hurt yourself? And then Pupa responds, it hurts, but that will go away. And then the doctor says, do everything you can so that you have no regrets. And then Pupa says, it's something that can't be, so let's stop it now. So you kind of see where Pupa is coming from and how he doesn't think this can happen, so he's just gonna stop it. So I really liked another quote where Tien said, I know they are worried about me. So when he was talking to Pupa's like, your parents are worried about you. And he said, I know they're worried about me, but I want to know about us. And so he's like, right now I don't care what my parents think. Right now I want to know what you think. And then Pupa tells him, that will only make this harder. And then Tien says, all I care about is hearing how you feel about me. And so that's kind of cute. And so, like, right towards the end, it has another really great line. And so Tien says, I wanted our story to be to have a happy ending like a fairy tale. And then Pupa says, you made our story the happiest one, but every story has an ending. And then Tien says, I don't want it to end like this. And then Pupa says, whatever our ending is, we must accept it because that's reality. And then Tien says, that we'll never see each other again. And then Pupa gives him a little ring with a heart and then says, you'll always have me with you. I thought it was a very beautiful episode. I enjoyed watching it. I would like to see your thoughts about it, what quotes you enjoyed. And as always, leave those thoughts in the comment section and let me know what you thought. Have a great day. And leave a like if you would like to. Bye.